morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Oh, little princess out here. I don't even know what time it is. It's after 9 o'clock. Oh, so yeah, it's like 9:30. Duh, we were just talking about time. Trying really to make sure this thing is in the right orientation, because when I have to flip it in the editor, I can flip it in the clips, but when I import it directly, it still knows the clip was filmed upside down. It's really weird. So, last night got to bed at before 9 o'clock. I was so tired. I fell asleep during the second episode of The Flight Attendant for like, I don't know, 15 minutes or so. Cold morning, 25 degrees I think it was when I got up at like 8:15, something like that. Yeah, so I was in bed a long time last night. I was beat. Get snow in her nose. Yeah, yesterday morning we had green grass right in the sections along the edge here. That's how much snow fell yesterday. Well, so much for a short walk. Yeah, we went back in the house and Mateo's got his Kong with a treat in it. Did not realize, so I had to drag her ass back outside and she's not real happy. I wanted to go in. You're going for a walk now. Oh, whew. At least there's no breeze, but it is pretty cold outside. When did I say it was when we started these walks? 10:30? Well, it's 9:40 or 10:40 now. Oh, good job. All right, so I just finally found how to correct an HDR clip. So this clip will be shown in multiple ways. Right now it is in HDR, unedited. I'll do an edited version of it then. Mainly I wanted to get this because this is one of those times when, from what I'm seeing, the sun and whatnot will really blow this clip out. You can do it with the phone through iMovie. And you can also do it in Final Cut Pro. We're going to want to go into iMovie, create a project, make it a movie. Alright, select your clip, drop it in, create movie. Alright, so once you do that, you hit done, and then you have your choice to share it. Little blue options there. So, video, pick your export. Right here, this little HDR little guy that's turned on. If you want to switch it to SDR, you're going to turn that off, hit done, save video. And now we'll export an HDR clip as an SDR. Just to give you an idea how long it takes. Okay, so the first one is the HDR, second one is the standard. Alright, so still in HDR mode here. So I wanted to have a couple of clips to try to play with Final Cut and see how bad it is for me to edit with their HDR tools. Oh. Try to show how that's done too. It looks like it's supposed to be pretty simple, pretty cut and dry. There is one setting you have to change though. From HDR to HLG, something like that, to SDR 709, something like that. Look at that when we do it. Alright, princess, what are we doing? We just gonna stand here sniffing? See, I don't think this is gonna be overblown, but if I do this, this is where things will get, definitely seems a lot crisper on the screen though, because this screen does show HDR footage. It's been something I've been considering changing over to here for a while. And the one thing that I caught Super Saf in a lie on, he originally stated about HDR on the front-facing camera, which I'm now using. He said it didn't have it in 60 frames per second, which is wrong. It does, because last time I did this in HDR, sure enough, it was in HDR. Alrighty, get little man out. We're going to start watching some more of The Flight Attendant. I'm just trying to see if different things, I tell you, it definitely looks different on this screen. Could just be me exaggerating or imagining it, but it seems like the colors and everything seem to be a little more poppy. We are back-to-back camera again. Another test I do want to perform is actually put both cameras on, front camera, rear camera, and just do low light test, light test, and put them side by side and see how different the cameras do look. Back to front camera again in HDR. And I'll show you when I put it in the importer that it definitely is in HDR, because everything will be overblown behind me. Come on, Puddin', good girl. Let's get a little lappy lap going here. Oh, we're still testing HDR out here. I'm kind of curious to see how good it looks in the end. Alright, first clip of me with the back camera with HDR on. Yeah, I'm going to do, basically that's going to probably be the theme of today's video is, you know, testing out HDR, how to convert it over to SDR and all that good stuff. So, like with the last Final Cut update, they made it a lot easier in Final Cut than it was previously. Because before, I think you had to make an HDR file and then put the codecs on it. I don't think it actually exported to SDR. And the reason I keep talking about SDR is because YouTube doesn't have HDR compatibility so much unless you have the right screen. So it's important, so for, you know, people watching it, that it's converted. Looks like we have a pretty sunset going on tonight. I don't know if I'll get done in time to take maybe a quick flight, but check the zoom camera as well. This really all got prompted because Super Saf did his camera comparison of the S21 Ultra, and as I mentioned, I will not be getting that. Although the footage did look better than it has in previous, it looks like they've done some color corrections with especially like greens and stuff. A little green dot because of that sun. Pretty night out though. Not bad out. It's actually probably the warmest it's been all day. There's no wind, so it could be a good drone flight, but that sun is really getting close to going down. Alright, so the questions that this will also answer is, what does this cause me in editing time to convert these files back? Because that'll be one of the real downers. Everything I do, despite having probably one of the fastest MacBooks ever made, I keep pushing it harder and harder with 4K 60. Now 4K 60 HDR. Do I have the time still to edit these things? Because like I said before, this is a vlog. This isn't a cinematic production. So the closer I can make it, the better I can make it look. That's great, but it also has to be reasonable in making editing work. Well, this is saying something. It's after 5 o'clock and it's still this bright out. Sun is just starting to go down. Well, for a while there, like 4:30, it was getting dark. Oh, that's right. December 21st was the shortest day of the year, right? We're a month later. So. All right, getting a little man out for a quick walk. Oh, boy, went down that hill and man, coming back up. I'm winded. I need to get back out more. So when Terry was out, she texted me, what's something quick for lunch? I'm sitting there going, I'm hungry for like an Italian hoagie. And so she brought home half a Melita's cheese, it was cheese Cosmo for her and an Italian for me. It was good at the spot. And I forget what the heck she's making tonight. She told me and I don't remember. I'm sure it'll be delicious though. Nothing she makes isn't. So. And this is why I need to get more exercise, because I can't keep eating too much food without working out a little bit more. Once the weather starts breaking, I'll get back into it. Ooh, now the wind's picking up again, damn it. Alright, so in my normal fashion, we're going to do this handheld. So you want to go into your effects to edit your HDR stuff. You want to type in HDR tools. You can find it if you just hit all video. You'll find HDR tools, but it's easier if you search it. And basically, though, you have to put that effect over each HDR clip. And it is still rendering. It's been rendering for quite a bit, plus I had to rotate. I stacked those two footages just to give you an idea. The one on the right there is the iMovie export. You'll see it in the vlog, obviously, but what a difference. And this should match up perfect because it's the same file. But just look at the difference. It gives you so much more color. Now, I might do it one more time where I actually edit with Final Cut and see if it comes out even better. The thing I was talking about is this was the other correction that I was shown to make on that video I watched. HDR to Rec 709, HLG to Rec 709 SDR. And it should make a difference here. So this file here is, there you go. You can make some final tweaks if you want to, but for the most part, it does it pretty much by itself. A very strong question. How does HDR work at night? Holy shit, that's really bright. Are you serious? It brightens it up at night? Wow. Okay. Is the flash even on? Yeah, it is. All right. It brings us out. There goes the helicopter. Man, oh man. That might be something that not a lot of people realize. Or just me. Yay! Princess goes pee-pees! No flash now. Holy shit, that's so much brighter than it normally is. It's like night vision for the freaking video camera with HDR on. Hell, I might not have to edit those clips. Just to make sure I'm not out of my mind, this is the same shot with the gold iPhone without HDR on. What in the world? I feel stupid now. Just so you know, I actually am recording something. Alright, get little man out for a walkie walk here. I need to call it a night. I don't want to say goodnight yet because I want to kind of go over how this whole HDR experience ends up going when I edit. Oh, flash isn't on. That's interesting. Guess I turned it off earlier when I was trying to shoot the sky. So far, rendering wise, it took it probably about 10 extra minutes. Because I dropped in most of the stuff I had. And then I had to change that setting from that I showed you. I don't remember the abbreviations now. Instead of, HLG to SDR. That one kind of compounded that a little bit, I think. So, I don't know if I can set it that way automatically going forward, but if not, it's like a double edit or a double render. So, we shall see how it all comes out, because we're still in HDR at night, because it really seemed earlier that it really brightened up everything, so probably over bright, I don't know. We'll see when I get it. But back to that as soon as we're done. Alrighty guys, well this video is taking a long time because I'm doing a lot of special stuff to demonstrate. So right here is one of those special things I'm doing. I'm only going to do it a couple times. This is the back camera, first back camera clip after the little test. And then when I did the front facing camera to prove that in fact it is an HDR in 60 frames per second. And the correction I've made with Final Cut. So, what fun this has turned into. The actual editing part isn't that bad. There's some rendering. What I'm doing right now, stacking, is 10 times worse. Stacking and shrinking, and actually that didn't go too bad considering that was 2 clips. That's why I'm not going to do it for the whole vlog. If in the future you guys would like to see the difference for a whole video, let me know. I would put like an HDR clip in the corner like that. I don't want to make it too big, and I don't want to do it the whole way through. I think it would just be too distracting. But I just want to show that, in fact, HDR is available on the front-facing camera in 60 frames per second. Because I think that's a big one. Now, I don't think it was fully rendered when I saw the night clips. I did correct them because they were, yeah. I haven't seen them again since it's kind of rendered all the way through, but they were very grainy. So that might not be the best thing to do at night, which kind of doesn't surprise me. I kind of figured that might happen. Alrighty guys, well I think I'm going to call it. I'm going to import this final clip and then run through the rest of this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any more questions on HDR and whatnot, I'll try to answer them to the best I can. If there's anything you'd want me to try different, let me know, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching guys. Good night.